Beloved soul, there's a sacred whisper echoing in the heavens tonight, a prayer your soulmate breathed into the silence, a secret longing etched into the stars long before you ever met. The divine has heard it, and now it is time for you to know. Close your eyes for just a moment. Breathe deeply. Let yourself drift inward past the noise, past the worries, past the doubts. Feel the warmth of this truth wrapping around you like a celestial embrace. Your soulmate has stood before the Creator and whispered your name, not in passing, not in doubt, but with a reverence that shook the heavens. They have prayed for you, for your heart, your peace, your divine alignment, and tonight, the angels are here to reveal what was spoken in that holy moment. They said, Lord, prepare me for them. Let my heart be a sanctuary, my love a reflection of your grace, wherever they are, whatever they've walked through. Let them feel you in my touch, hear you in my words. I surrender my fears, my timelines, my conditions. If it is your will, let our souls recognize each other, not by force, but by sacred design. And heaven received it. Do you feel that gentle pressure in your chest, that flutter of knowing, just behind your ribs? That is the seal of heaven confirming what your spirit already knows. This love is not an accident. It is a divine assignment. It is not manufactured or fabricated by fantasy. It is forged in prayer, in surrender, in divine timing. You, dear one, are part of a sacred orchestration. Before the stars were hung in the sky, before your first breath, there was a whisper in the heart of the Creator, a pairing, a purpose, a promise, and no delay, no distance, no detour can unweave what God Himself has woven. You have not been wandering without direction, even when you felt forgotten. The divine was working in silence. Even when you wept into your pillow at night, your tears were watering seeds of love you could not yet see. Before they call, I will answer. While they are still speaking, I will hear. Isaiah 65:24. The Lord has not only heard your cries, but has been answering them softly, patiently, lovingly. Perhaps you've been weary. Perhaps your soul has wandered deserts of loneliness, searching for echoes of home in hollow places. Maybe you've questioned whether you were forgotten, but hear this truth, etched in the eternal. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. You were never forgotten. Your cries were never lost in the wind. Every tear you've cried has been collected. Every silent plea has been recorded. Your journey, with all its heartbreaks and hope, has not been in vain. Your soulmate's prayers are part of that plan, part of your unfolding, part of your healing, and part of your return back to love, back to yourself, back to divine trust. And perhaps their voice sounds familiar in your dreams. Maybe their presence lingers in your spirit like a fragrance you can't quite name. Maybe there are moments you look at the sky and feel that someone, somewhere, is looking up at the same stars, thinking of you. You are not imagining it. And more than that, you are being drawn together through divine momentum. Even in your stillness, something is moving. Even in your silence, something is being said. Even in your pause, the universe is breathing on your behalf. Because love of this kind, divine, guided, heaven-touched, transcends time and space. It reaches across lifetimes, across oceans, across forgotten promises and second chances. It is not hindered by distance, but deepened by destiny. And when it arrives, when your eyes meet, when your hands touch, when your souls lean gently toward each other in quiet recognition, it will not be chaos. It will be calm. It will be the kind of peace that cannot be shaken. When you least expect it, it will unfold, not as lightning or spectacle, but like dawn, quiet, certain, and full of light. So when doubt whispers, what if it's too late? Remember, divine timing is never early, never late. It is perfect. And when fear says, what if I'm not enough? Know this, you were chosen, not by human hands, but by the one who sculpted the cosmos. You are more than enough. You are the answered prayer of someone's deepest longing. And when you question if you're ready, if your heart has room, remember this, readiness isn't perfection. It's willingness, it's surrender, it's the quiet, trembling yes that says, even if I'm still healing, I will open. Even if I'm still afraid, I will believe. Because faith isn't the absence of fear, it's choosing to walk forward. Anyway, Hand in hand with grace. Dear heart, your soulmate has prayed for you not just with words, but with action, with silence, with growth, with becoming. They have allowed God to shape them, to soften them, to refine them so that when your souls meet, you would recognize home. And maybe you've done the same, even without knowing it. Every step you've taken, every heartbreak you've survived, every time you chose kindness when you could have closed your heart, it has all prepared you. Heaven has watched and waited. And now, the angels are aligning details, redirecting paths, removing obstacles. This is the part of the story where it starts to make sense, where the waiting begins to feel holy instead of heavy, where the ache begins to feel like anticipation. So, trust not in what you see, but in what you know deep down in your bones. The kind of knowing that doesn't come from logic, but from love. Because the God who authored this connection is not a God of confusion. He is a God of order, of purpose, of beauty from ashes. He is faithful to finish what he starts. Let this truth settle into you. You are already deeply loved, not just by your soulmate, but by the creator of love itself. The one who knit your being together in the womb has held every hope in his heart for you. I have loved you with an everlasting love. I have drawn you with unfailing kindness. Jeremiah 31:3. You are not a mistake. You are not too late. You are not forgotten. You are not too much. You are not alone. You are the fulfillment of a prayer, the answer to a sacred plea, the light at the end of someone's wilderness. You are also the light in your own wilderness. And when your hands reach out in the dark, heaven reaches back. You are never reaching alone. So if this message resonates in your spirit, if it feels like a key turning in a lock your soul forgot it had, then this is your sign. The angels are rejoicing over you tonight. They are arranging details you cannot yet see. So trust, breathe, and prepare your heart, not for a fairy tale, but for a love anointed by heaven itself. Let go of timelines. Let go of pressure. Let go of who you thought you had to be. Let go of proving. Let go of pretending. Let go of performing. And just come home to yourself. Because the more you align with your soul, the more you will align with theirs. And in that alignment, something divine will unfold. And when it does, it will not feel rushed. It will not feel forced. It will feel like recognition. It will feel like peace. It will feel like being seen fully and tenderly. Now, beloved, I need you to do something for me. If this message found you at the perfect time, if it felt like a love letter from the divine, then click the like button below. Let it be your sacred amen, your way of saying, I receive this truth. And in the comments, type I receive this or my soul remembers, because your acknowledgement is a powerful act of faith. And if you're not yet subscribed, join this community. More divine confirmations are coming, and you deserve to be first in line for the blessings ahead. You are loved beyond measure. You are seen in every hidden struggle. You are guided, even when the path feels unclear. This is not the end of your story, it is the sacred middle. Walk forward in faith, dear heart. Heaven is cheering you on. You are never alone. You are the echo of a promise spoken in love. You are the answer to a divine yearning. You are the miracle someone has been waiting for. And very soon, you will see not just signs, not just whispers, but a revelation. Love will arrive, and it will feel like coming home. And when it does, you will not question it. You will not need to chase it. You will only need to receive it. And in that receiving, healing will flow, peace will rest, and your soul will finally say, I remember. And now, as this message settles into your spirit like golden light at dusk, know this: every word you've heard was carved into eternity before you took your first breath. The same hands that painted the constellations are holding your heart. Tonight, you are cherished beyond language, understood beyond words, and guided beyond what your eyes can see. If you felt the resonance of truth in these words, let your soul respond. Press like as a sacred echo of I believe. Whisper I receive this or my soul remembers in the comments below. Your faith is the key that unlocks the next chapter. And if you haven't yet, gently click subscribe. Your angels have so many more love letters to deliver to your waiting heart. Until we meet again in this sacred space, remember, you are wrapped in celestial grace at this very moment. Heaven's whisper is just for you. Rest now, beloved. The angels are singing over your dreams tonight. You are loved. You are known. you are already home. And if your heart feels like it's still holding fragments of old pain, that's okay. Heaven is not looking for perfect hearts, but for open ones, for hearts that still believe, even after the breaking, for spirits that still reach, even when the reaching hurts. You do not need to rush your healing to be worthy of this love. You do not need to pretend you have it all figured out. Divine love does not require your performance, only your presence. It meets you exactly where you are, not where you think you should be. And maybe you've been through seasons that made you question everything. Maybe someone you trusted walked away, and the silence they left behind echoed louder than any goodbye. Maybe your past taught you to expect abandonment, to guard your heart like a fortress, to survive instead of surrender. But hear me now, you are not meant to live in survival forever. You are not meant to guard yourself from what God is trying to give you. Your walls may have kept pain out, yes, but they've also kept love at a distance. It is safe now, not because people are perfect, but because the one guiding your journey knows how to protect what is sacred. You can trust the timing, you can trust the preparation, you can trust the unfolding. This next chapter is not a repeat of your past. It is a restoration of what was lost. It is beauty rising from ashes. It is the divine saying, I saw every tear and now, let me show you joy. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit. Psalm 34:18, you were never alone in the pain, and you will not be alone in the joy that is coming. And as your heart heals, you will begin to notice signs, little glimpses of alignment. Perhaps someone says a phrase your soulmate once whispered in a dream. Perhaps a song plays and it feels like a message. Perhaps you wake with the sense that someone has been praying for your peace. These are not coincidences. These are confirmations. Heaven speaks in subtle ways, but the soul always recognizes truth. So don't rush the process. Don't try to force clarity or make sense of every delay. Some things are being orchestrated behind the veil, details so intricate, so sacred, that only the divine can weave them together. Just know this, nothing you've walked through will be wasted. Not the heartbreak, not the waiting, not the tears, not the growth. Every moment has been preparing you not just to find love, but to receive it, to recognize it, to trust it, to be it. And when it arrives, this soul recognition, this sacred love, you won't have to perform for it. You won't have to shrink for it. You won't have to beg for it. You will only need to be who you are, because that, beloved, is exactly who your soulmate has been praying for. They're not looking for a mask. They're not asking for perfection. They're longing for you, the real you, the you that laughs at strange hours, the you that dreams deeply and cries when moved by beauty, the you that doubts sometimes but loves fiercely, the you that God handcrafted in light and breathed full of purpose. So breathe that in. Let yourself soften. Let yourself hope again. Let yourself believe that the kind of love your soul aches for is real, and it's closer than you think. Your soulmate is being drawn to you through unseen rivers of grace, through every yes to healing, through every prayer whispered into your pillow, through every quiet act of surrender when no one else was watching. This is the movement beneath the surface. This is the divine choreography, and it is happening right now. So when you close your eyes tonight, know that the same angels who hold your tears are guiding your soulmate's steps. And somewhere, perhaps not far from you, their heart is being prepared to meet yours. In divine timing, in sacred fullness, in holy love, let yourself be ready, not through pressure, but through peace. Let yourself be open, not through striving, but through trust. And most of all, let yourself be loved. Because, dear heart, you are. You always have been.